So, hey guys, here we are at another episode of Inspired Good Fat Life. And I am so excited today because we are going to continue our conversation on our self care, self love, self mastery, good fat life journey. And if I'm going to be pulling the conversation today from our April 2021 issue. And just so you know, we spend a ton of time researching researching the topics, the articles, because as you know, here at Good Fat Life, our mission is to provide information that is just the facts. Kind of, you get to decide if it is or is not for you. There's no judgment here. We just want to be sure that what we give you is good stuff. So that said, in our issue, we had this wonderful chart, and it really talks about the eight areas of dimensions of our life. Maybe is that the right word? It's when we're living it, it feels like one big mush, but it really can. If you separate it out, there's the physical, the emotional, the social, the spiritual, the personal. Space, yeah, like your environment, not outer space. So I guess it could be if you're Elon Musk. Financial, and then work. So we have all these areas that make up our good fat lives. So what we're going to talk about today is physical. We're going to talk about the sleep actually in physical. So sleep, or physical can be sleep, stretching, walking, good nutrition, and just rest. And rest and sleep are different. And it's one of the things that I absolutely love about Yoga Nidra because it really focuses on rest. So Yoga Nidra, for me, is mind candy. Mind candy is the best ever. And it is, I think I have trained myself to wake up purposely at 3 a.m. so I can do my Yoga Nidra. It is that addictive. And it's a good thing to be addicted to. But for those of you who know me well, you'll know that I am not a yoga person. I do yoga 5 minutes in the morning. It's called the sunrise salutation or something, and I've added my bits and parts. And that's about it. But I found Yoga Nidra when I was having a challenge sleeping. And so I know from the research I've done that sleep is a really huge issue for people. And one of the kind of mental things I learned is if we can stop fighting with going back to sleep, like I can fall asleep in a nanosecond. I've always have been able to, but once my kids came along, I started waking up in the middle of the night. And I just kind of developed that habit. And then, hormones change and all that stuff that happens in life. Sleeping can become an issue. But what I learned when I did research around sleep is that if we can stop fighting with trying to go to sleep or fall back asleep, or I don't know about you, but that idea of when I wake up and if I have to get up and I have an alarm clock, it's just like so dang stressful. Like, oh, I've got to get back to sleep. And I can't. But this is where Yoga Nidra comes in, because Yoga Nidra is a practice that is, it actually takes you deeper, your body into a deeper state of consciousness than sleep. And so it's been said that, 20, 30 minutes of Yoga Nidra can be equal to 3 hours of a really deep sleep. So that said, what is Yoga Nidra? So it is a slowing down and kind of a chilling out, and it really addresses our nervous system, and it's our autonomic nervous system. I hope I said that right. But it's those things that we do without thinking, like our heart beating, our blood going through our bodies, breathing, digestion, those kinds of things. And when we get stressed, all of those areas can be impacted as well. And so what Yoga Nidra does, it just takes us to this deeper delta state of awareness. And so we get really, really deep rest. And the thing I like about it also is it's quick. I mean, you don't have to have hours. You can take a 20-minute Yoga Nidra during the day. And my favorite pose is in yoga is the corpse pose, which of course is just laying flat on your back and with your eyes closed and hopefully listening to some amazing music or something. But so yoga nidra is really kind of the same way. You just get really, really comfortable. You're laying on your back, and sometimes I'll just curl up on my side. The most important thing is to be comfortable. So, and there's all kinds. We have the 10 steps of a yoga nidra practice and a bunch of resources that again is in the magazine, and you can find that on goodfatlife.com. And when we post this podcast, we'll send the link to get the article if you would like to get the back article. But one of the things that's really amazing about yoga nidra as well is it engages our pineal gland in our brains, and that gland is responsible for releasing melatonin. And for many of you may know that melatonin is what gives us a really deep, feel-good, sleepy feel. And lots of people take it before they go to bed just to help them sleep better. Well, you can take melatonin, of course, or you can do a yoga nidra practice and make your body kickstart and release that melatonin right there. So, and it's also, melatonin is a powerful antioxidant. And for those of you who are concerned about inflammation, it's a good thing to do. So, and it helps us control our blood pressure, cortisol levels, which relate to stress, and it, again, reduces a restful sleep. So that's all I'm going to say about it. If you have one of my favorite places to go is I have my phone, and there is a meditation app called Insight Timer. And again, we have all the information in the magazine, Insight Timer, and it's free. And there's many, many wonderful yoga nidra meditations on it. And one of them I love is Heart of Sleep by Jennifer Percy. So you can go there, you can download the app. Again, it's free, and you don't need any special equipment. And I love those things that we always have right at our fingertips, because you never know when you're going to need it. And it's been crazy. The world has been crazy the last, I don't know, it feels like a couple years, but it seems to get almost crazier by the day. And I know for a fact that I am navigating this fairly well because of my yoga nidra practice. Now, again, it's not everything. It's not a one size fits all. But it's another thing that you can put in your toolbox and have available, with drinking your water or, eating your vegetables. It's another thing that is handy and easy for you. So that said, like I said, it's a piece as we take this journey of living our good fat life, which is all around being our best selves. And before I go, I just want to do a shout out for an amazing sponsor that we have. It's Snedicor's Cleaners, because this is another thing that I do in my good fat life journey is I let Snedicor's Cleaners take exquisite care of my clothes. And I just put them in a bag on my doorstep, and they come back all cared for and no stains or spots. And I just hang in my closet, and I know that my beautiful fabrics and fibers will be exquisitely cared for, and I don't have to worry about what am I going to wear, because it's going to be there right there. And I do want to say they just delivered over 2,000 pounds collected of clothing to our local charities in need here, and they are amazing human beings, and I love Snedicor's. I'm so grateful that Snedicor's Cleaners is in my life and helping me live my good fat life. So that said, I invite you to check out our website, goodfatlife.com, and the magazine, and then go out and live your good fat lives. See you soon.